Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ian Chamberlain, and today's top story has to do with a group of scientists who have recently finished their research after over 5 decades of meticulous, hard work. They stated in a press release that it will shock everyone to their core with something they found of. It has not been even studied. It is something so out there that we thought it was impossible for hundreds of years. Something that cannot be replicated. It is something that would save hundreds of thousands of lives, maybe in the future, millions of lives. Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is something so incredibly powerful, something so earth-shocking and shattering, something of utmost importance that will affect everyone you know and love for years and years to come. Ladies and gentlemen, it is so important that we will show you after these messages. Well, sir, the test results came back, and I must inform you, they're not good. For any reason, is your zodiac sign Cancer? Yeah, my zodiac sign's Cancer. Is that important to you? Do I have cancer? Oh, no, you don't have cancer. It's just that I also have the same zodiac sign as you. I've met quite a few people with the same sign, and let me tell you, it's actually getting pretty easy to identify what zodiac sign they have just by the personality types. Oh, that's a relief. That's good. And you got me scared for a second now, Doctor. Yes, of course. The test results showed no sign of cancer, but you do have the plague. Now, normally you die in 2 to 3 days, but if you take very real and legit medicine, you will live longer. I have the plague? What? Very real medicine is proven that it is 100% actually medicine that exists. Why don't I tell you about it with a bit more production value? I used to suffer from the plague all the time. It was terrible. I didn't have the antibodies to fight off some unnamed plague because there are none. I had so many symptoms from it, but I can reel them all in with very real medicine. Very real medicine is a medicine that works by targeting all of the centers in the body that can feel anything and giving them immense amounts of pain in order to hopefully stop the plague. It may not. It actually really hasn't worked most of the time. It killed our test subject, Fred, and it hospitalized a few other people, but we can trust you that this may work. This was made before I had very real medicine. I was such in pain all the time. Oh, let me tell you, it was just horrible. If you or a loved one have been diagnosed with some random plague that has various side effects that we are not going to name, then contact a doctor immediately. If the doctor prescribes you this, tell him he's a bad doctor. And then if he does, take it every few hours or so, I'm not really sure. With very real medicine, relief is possible. Side effects of taking very real medicine may include diarrhea, vomiting, murder, wanting to murder people, being murdered yourself, and other random people being murdered. But what? Those are the side effects? Why didn't someone tell me this? I've already taken it for weeks. Reel it all in with very real medicine. We promise we actually exist. And now for a segue that is in no way, shape, or form intending to parody Monty Python. Hey man, wanna go play basketball? You know I do. Let's get going, pal. Hey man, can you pass the ball to me? Oh sure. Hey man, are you okay? You seem a bit hurt. Why did you shoot me? You know, a better question would be how you're still alive. I mean, I did just shoot you, you know. That still doesn't explain why you shot me. Hey man, no hard feelings. I mean, sure I shot you and you should be dead and all, but just put it behind us and let's continue playing basketball. You know? It's nothing to get angry about. It's just a little shooting. See, it doesn't hurt. See, I'll try it on myself. Look, you want to just go play other games instead, like some baseball or something? Sure, man. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ian Chamberlain, and welcome back to the news talk show. If you're interesting enough, we won't kill you. Today we have some brand new scientists in a never-before-stated press release who, after 5 decades of work, have just completed some research. Let's hear their thoughts on it right now. Oh, yes, thank you, Ian. The research was just stated, yes, it has taken over 5 decades. We've had hundreds of people go on and off the research. Only 3 or 4 people have stayed around the entire time, but it is incredibly important research that we've uncovered. And we're glad that we've been able to work with some of the top scientists in our field. Really, every field, it kind of encompasses a lot of different parts of this and that, but we are so glad to finally share it with the world after all these years and all the setbacks and breakthroughs that we've made. What is all the research about? What has these 5 decades been leading up to? What's the big news? What we've been working for all these hard and long 5 whole decades is... Now, hey, wait just a minute here. I thought the name of this TV show was called If You're Interesting Enough, We Don't Kill You. You clearly murdered him. What's going on, Ian? Now, sir, I beg to differ. I am in no way disregarding the rules of this TV show. I have not killed him. I merely incapacitated him on the floor. There is such a big difference. He'll wake up eventually. If he was dead, he just wouldn't get up. Just trust me on this. I've killed people before. I know how it works. Just look at him! He's dead! He's fallen over and he's bleeding on the ground. Do you expect me to believe that he still might be alive? Ian, do you believe that I would think that? I do firmly expect for you to think that he is alive, because I just didn't kill him. I just didn't. Can't you just trust me on this? This hasn't happened before. I've hit many people over the head with a shovel. You've only objected to us once. Just learn to be more understanding. Jeez, wow.